What is going on, guys? So I want to talk about health anxiety and heart attacks today, my experience and all that. Go ahead and smash that like button down below if you are ready to kick anxiety in the butt, and leave me a comment throughout this video down below in that comment section. Let me know, is this something that you dealt with or are dealing with? Health anxiety, the fear of heart disease or heart attacks or heart problems, very common fear among health anxiety sufferers or even anxiety sufferers in general. So guys, I'm going to break down my health anxiety into 3 stages. The first 2 years, my primary fear was heart attacks or heart disease or heart problems. The first 2 years. The second 2 years, I graduated to other diseases, mainly cancer. That was something that scared the heck out of me. And then that last year of health anxiety, I still kind of dealt with some fears here and there, but I was in recovery mode. I was actively being proactive, and I was overcoming my anxiety, facing my fears, using exposure therapy, and all the tips that I give at the end of my videos. I'll mention a few of those at the end of this video, so stick around if you're wanting some help with that. But guys, the very first 2 years, primarily, I was terrified of heart disease and heart attacks. Now, I know many of you have fears of cancer as well, but if you have any experience with this, that is nowhere near as significant and scary as the fear of having a heart attack. Some reasons being, for me, a heart attack was bam, it was quick, hits you fast, much like a panic attack does. It felt so real. It was terrifying, it was scary. I was always scared I was going to drop dead doing exercise, that I was going to drop dead in the supermarket in front of hundreds of people and be humiliated. That was a really crazy fear of mine. I was scared I was going to be driving and I was going to have a heart attack, swerve off the road and kill somebody else, and then them never find out that I had a heart attack and that's why I died. I had some really irrational fears with heart attacks. And what kicked this off, guys, was a 6-hour-long panic attack. But back to what I was saying, the fear of cancer is different. You know, you're going to find out that you have it, and even the most aggressive forms of cancer still take, weeks and months to even manifest. Most people that even pass away can live for a few years. And if you're healthy and you're young, or you have good treatment, you can overcome cancer. You at least have the chance to say goodbye to your family, your friends, get a few things handled and squared away, maybe do some things that you wanted to do in your life that you never got to experience. So cancer was still scary and terrifying, don't get me wrong. And this isn't to bash anybody that has it and make them feel like it's not a big deal, because it is. But in my mind, heart attacks were much, much more scary, and they were something that just happened fast. And it's because I associated them with my panic attacks. So I mistook that first panic attack for apparently a 6-hour-long heart attack that gradually got better. Irrational, I know, but I looked up the symptoms and I was like, I got chest pain, shortness of breath, yes, the tingling, numbness, chills, nausea, blurred vision. I got all of this. Pain in my shoulders and my exteriors. I was like, oh my God, I'm literally having a heart attack. Little did I know that panic attack symptoms mimic heart attack symptoms. And I've been living a horrible lifestyle. My anxiety was building up, and eventually it wanted to show up at my front door and be like, hey, I'm anxiety, I'm going to move in here for 5 years and take over your life. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Now I can be a little bit humorous about it because it's in my past. But anxiety isn't really a laughing matter. But I did use humor in the end to help me recover. Now, what I want to do here is explain something. Hopefully this makes you feel a little bit better. Guys, if you are having a heart attack, you are not going to have the time or the patience or the strength or will to go get on the computer and Google up your symptoms, do such and such, go throughout your day. And another important thing that helped me, I started mistaking, all of my panic attacks for this is the heart attack that's going to get me. So I was having 5 to 10 of these a day, right? So I started thinking I was having 5 to 10 mini heart attacks that were going undetected. Are you kidding me? I was so irrational. And once I finally put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, Trey, so I really think that I'm having 5 to 10 heart attacks a day? Are you kidding me? That can't be heart attacks or really any major heart problem. I'm straight up having panic attacks. And once I grasped onto that and held onto that, things got better. Now, I saw the doctors. I got all the testing done. Guys, if you're going to the doctors, you need to trust them and believe them. And the best way that you do that is not necessarily going there babbling about anxiety, because I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of doctors are going to be turned off by that. They're not going to necessarily misdiagnose you or anything like that, but you want them to have your full attention. Tell them your symptoms. get your testing done. And I would suggest get it all done in the beginning. Don't drag it out for a long time like I did. That was a mistake that I made. Get your blood test done, get your EKG, and then get your stress test. Those 3 tests are tremendous and they can really indicate heart problems. So please do that all together in the beginning. And then from that point on, trust the freaking doctors. I know it's easier said than done, but it's a necessary step, something that you have to do. Guys, also, another misconception out there. People think that panic attacks and anxiety attacks are going to cause heart attacks. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If you spend enough time on Google, you're going to come across an article here and there that says, new study says that such and such died from a panic attack. It caused them to have a heart attack. I'm going to tell you this. 99.99 and on of panic attacks will not cause a heart problem. The only issue with that is people that have a misdiagnosed issue, or somebody that already has heart disease, or somebody that is very prone or vulnerable or likely to have a heart attack. That's a whole different situation. Most of us have gotten reassurance from our doctors. We've gotten told that our heart is fine. Many of us are anywhere from the ages of, on my channel, 11 and 12-year-olds, all the way up to 30-year-olds, worrying every single day that they're having heart attacks. And I was there. This isn't to bash you at all. I'm just trying to get you to see where I'm coming from and to look at yourself. Guys, take that reassurance that you're given. You're not having multiple heart attacks every single day. You have to start getting control of your mind, control of your thoughts. And those are just some things I wanted you to look at. As far as the humor, for me, I just started literally telling myself, oh yeah, you're having your 4th heart attack today. You know, I would kind of joke with myself. I would never joke with somebody else. But I would joke with myself because I was comfortable with myself. And it kind of started to manifest in my mind like it was just, this is silly, you know? And I eventually grasped a hold of that, along with many other things, to recover. So guys, if you're going through this, my heart goes out to you, literally, because it is some of the worst situations and times of my life. I know what it's like to think I was dying every single day, specifically of heart attacks. Just remember, if you're having a heart attack, you're going to be on the ground within a few minutes. You're not going to just be chilling for hours, having energy to do this or go to work or drive or go do all that. And that's something I just didn't grasp a hold of. So just something to think about today. I was kind of all over the place with this video. But guys, do the things that I suggest at the end of my videos. Make sure that you are getting therapy if you need it. Make sure that you are being proactive with your diet, with your exercise. Exercise is tremendous for fear of heart attacks because it's exposure therapy. I know a lot of times whenever I would be exercising, I would start to worry that I was going to have a heart attack. But eventually I was like, I'm not having any heart problems or heart attack. Start out little by little and start adding on exercise every other day, or even every day if you want, or every week. Add in distance and intensity, and eventually with exposure therapy, you can really expose your fears and get over them and face them. You're going to have to face your fear. If you're scared to go to the doctor, you have to go to the doctor so you can get some reassurance. Trusting yourself obviously isn't good enough. And if you're not trusting the doctor, who else are you going to trust? Yourself? Dr. Google? You have to put your trust in a doctor. So guys, do that. Positive affirmations, therapy like I mentioned, guided meditation, journaling. Guys, I have a ton of stuff in the description that explains all of this. Check that out. Guys, I hope you have a blessed day.